well-adjusted start to the series. What's in store for us here? It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the Minnesota Twins and the Houston Astros. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and remember that this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under your belts is especially important right here. If they can get a second win now, they could really give themselves a good chance to move on.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now as we draw ever closer to first pitch. Let's listen in to public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your 2019 Houston Astros.
Briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. More from the guys as this one goes along, but first, let's take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Minnesota Twins, as Buck Showalter's crew will line up like this. Off against the American League's Rookie of the Year in 2011, hard-throwing right-hander Jeremy Hellickson. And behind him, here's how the Astros will line it up on defense. Crenshaw will stand in for the first time here.
Center fielder, Henry Crenshaw.
First pitch coming. Tries to catch him napping, but he missed the bunt attempt. Strike one.
Not sure I want my number 3 hitter to be bunting. You're doing the pitcher a favor there.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And he pops up the bunt attempt. And good awareness behind the plate as he'll make the quick basket catch for the second out. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. Brian Dozier will stand in here for the first time, looking to pick up that runner from second with 2 away here. No score here as we play inning number 2. He waits, now the pitch. And looked like he jammed him that time a bit as it's hit in the air to center field. Crenshaw is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Twins wind up stranding 1. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Henry Crenshaw will dig in. He popped out his first time.
Henry Crenshaw.
First offering on the way. Pulls the bunt attempt back, but it's in there for strike one. Not much to shout about for either team here as we start the fourth inning, 0-0.
Yeah, I think we kind of knew that pitching might take the upper hand here. Maybe not to this extent, but both guys have really thrown the ball well.
The 1-1. And this is fouled at the plate. One, two. Now a ball lined to the right side, but taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
We're starting to see some better swings now this second time through the lineup. He had them pretty much on their heels the first time through, but this ball was squared up about as good as you could do it, and he was fortunate that it was hit right at someone.
Crenshaw will dig in now. He's popped out and lined out. 0 for 2 thus far.
Crenshaw.
Now the first pitch. Ball one. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. Can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. So 1-1. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. And that one is out of here. Planted into the right field bleachers. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer so far in the series. And the Astros have taken a 2-0 lead.
This is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guy to carry you all year to keep on producing. Sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter.
Danny Santana will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Comes set, now the pitch. Swung on and taken the opposite way out toward deep left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. Oh, and he ignores the third base coach and heads for home. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game. Here comes the Astros skipper up out of the Houston dugout. And that's going to do it now for the starter, Jeremy Hellickson. A.J. Ramos come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th. Crenshaw will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8.
Hey, 2 outs, huh? 1 time, right here. All right, 1 time.
First pitch to him. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
1-0 pitch now. And this is fouled back and out of play. Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Here's the 1-2. Here's a swing, and he saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. 2 left for the Astros. They still lead it 2-1. Jake McGee is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Henry Crenshaw will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. Now the first pitch. Line hard to center field, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning. And so with the potential matchup issue looming, that's a look at who remains in the Minnesota bullpen. George Springer will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Here's the first pitch. That's hard hit back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And they keep rolling here. Their runners into corners with still nobody out.
They're applying a little pressure here for the first time with runners in the corners now with 1 away. So this becomes an opportunity to take advantage.
William Meyer will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that 1 swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggles.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Runners lead from first and third. Here's the pitch. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? He'll go to the bag for 1. Throw to the plate. And they will claim game 2 as well as they walk off a winner.
Well, we're talking high drama here in the playoffs. A walk-off win here in the final at that. And this place is going crazy right now.
Postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Astros win this thing 3-2. Good night from Houston.